Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the OJ Podcast. I'm Daniel Bagapore, and today we're interviewing my friend Joe Burton. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you for having me, man.
You're welcome, dude.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. I was talking to you tonight over dinner about I think you're probably the biggest profile individual that I've gotten an interview at this point.
Yeah, you said I was a B-lister, but I don't.
B-list actor.
And I said I don't think I'm on the alphabet, so yeah. I think I don't make it. I'll make the cut, but
that's okay.
It's all good.
Hey.
But thank you though for giving me the B-list.
Yeah, man. Definitely for San Jacinto though, for our valley, I don't think there's that many people who've come out of our valley. Played internationally.
I mean, I played internationally. For basketball anyway.
Yeah.
There were a couple people that did football and stuff, but there is one other guy that came out of West Valley. Roosevelt Adams. He was a freshman, and I was a senior in high school, and he's doing professional basketball as well.
Dude, that's cool, man. Did you guys ever play together, or was he younger?
He was younger. I was a senior, and he was a freshman.
Okay.
And I graduated in 2009. He graduated 2012, I think, or 13, or whatever it was.
Do you guys ever play overseas together?
No, we go to LA Fitness here
in
town and play. But he was in Japan this past season, which I played as well in 2017. And but yeah, he enjoys it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we kind of started a little bit early into the origin thing. But
I know, sorry.
That was my bad. Just having fun with it, being natural. But yeah, dude, tell us a little bit about your origin. For those people who don't know where the heck San Jacinto is, and maybe they don't know anything about res life.
Yeah, res life. I'm born and raised on the Soboba Indian Reservation, Southern California, in San Jacinto. It's a little community. We're in the hills, but there's people like me there, and just trying to do right for the community and for myself and for my family. And I come from here. I've been here. I'm 32 years old. Been here all my life, born and raised. That's me. Just a Soboba res kid.
Yeah, dude. That's cool. And you've traveled all over the world, right?
Yeah. It started when I was 9 years old, traveling in the United States, playing basketball, going to Arizona, Nevada, New York, Philly, Florida, Houston, Texas, a lot of other places. I played so many places, and obviously taking me overseas. And but also when I was in high school, I went to Australia, New Zealand.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's been quite a journey. Saw a lot of sights, a lot of different playing ball, a lot of different people. So it's nice.
That's sweet. And we were also joking a little bit about, because you are one of those people who, you're pretty tall, you're pretty big.
Yeah.
And as a little kid, that wasn't always in your favor. As you became an adult, it was like, okay, now I know how to use this.
No, it was in my favor too when I was a little kid. Player. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was funny because me and I remember going to kindergarten.
Yeah.
My first I was Deanza Elementary, going to kindergarten. I was walking, and my mom dropped me off, and I was going to kindergarten, and the teacher stopped me. She said, "No, you're not going. You don't belong. You go to the first grade or second grade." And my mom got out the car and ran. She's like, "No, he's supposed to be in kindergarten." And he's like, "How old are you?" And I was like, 4. And he's like, "Oh, wow," because I was so tall.
That's funny.
And it was funny because I met my one of my friends, Gordy Cooper. That's from San Jacinto too, and he was as tall as me. Yeah, just
in kindergarten.
Yeah, we were both the same height.
Yeah.
It was funny because I remember going out to the monkey bars, and me and him are the only ones can touch the floor and do the monkey bars at the same time. So, but yeah, man, and
that's funny.
But yeah, I was always been big, and I had to carry my birth certificate around to places. So
when you went to the movie theater?
When I went to the movie theaters.
They didn't believe him.
Yeah, didn't believe me. I'm like, yeah, I'm a kid, or going to restaurants and stuff and eating like off the kids menu. They're like, oh, okay, this big grown man eating off the kids menu, but I was only 7, 8 years old. But they did that. I mean, it was always like that when I was playing travel ball as well, because I was playing in LA with the travel team, and we were big kids. We were tall.
Right.
We were already like 5'8", 5'9" when we were 10, 11 years old. And we would have to show our birth certificates to tournaments and teams that they thought we were cheating all the time. But
was there like legitimate concern for people to be cheating at?
Oh yeah, there was always some stuff like that, but we were always legit. We always had we were just big, man. We're just big kids. And then man, it's funny, but
and at 32 nothing's really changed, right? Like I feel like I'm still a big kid.
Yeah, I'm still a big kid. Yeah, my wife gives me grief. My mom, everybody always, they say act your age and not your shoe size, but my shoe size is 18.
Hey, your shoe size is older than mine.
But it's funny because when I was younger, they always, the saying was like act your age, not your shoe size, but they were like act your shoe size, not your age. So I was always,
that's funny.
17 years old, they're like, oh, act 18,
Act your shoe size, not your age.
So it's always opposite.
That's
funny. It was funny stuff though.
Wow. And then tell us a little bit about your culture too, because I think you have a unique cultural background.
Native American, Liseño, also Serrano, Northern Paiute from Nevada. My grandpa is from Soboba. They were one of the original families.
Yeah.
Charlie Silvis. He's not with us right now. He passed away 2018, but he was a part of the BFC, was part of the church.
Yeah.
And he was a big part of this community, of this area, this valley. He's the legend of the family. I'm a B-lister, he was the A-lister, so
yeah, dude, the OG.
Yeah, he was he coached everybody in this valley, it seems like, because every time I go to the town, they're like, hey, they used to call him Bebop. So, oh, you're Bebop's grandson. Yeah. Or like now I get my mom, she's Dondi Silvis, so she's like, oh, you're Dondi's boy. Like I can never get my own name, so it's always it's
Bebop's
just
grandson.
I'm Bebop's grandson or Dondi's son. Yeah. Dondi's boy, and then I don't know, maybe I'll be Joe or Joseph.
Burton.
Yeah,
Joseph.
Yeah. Later in life, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe when your t-shirt company starts.
Oh, yeah, my t-shirt company blows up.
Yeah, when it blows up,
yeah. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, my origin, born and raised on the Soboba Indian Reservation. So, I loved it, man. It was dirt roads and fun.
Yeah.
And cousins and family members and stuff. So it was, but I like how it's evolving now.
Yeah.
Just for my kids and for the upcoming youth as well. Getting paved roads, having lights, having a sports complex for the kids to go.
Yeah.
More events, better control of the reservation with the guard shack, and also got the new casino.
That's kind of cool.
New gas station. Yeah. Yeah, the Roadrunner Express was really good, and then we want to expand and open up some stores across on Main Street over on Lake Park and stuff. So it's been good.
On, man. On Main Street here in San Jacinto?
No, well, on Lake Park on the opposite side of the lights. So where the old clinic used to be, on the corner, where the new.
Was it the Native American clinic?
Yeah, the Native clinic. Yeah. Indian Health.
I think I remember where that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just right down the street.
Yeah, exactly. Throw basketball to it.
Yeah. But we're expanding, but
yeah, man. Well, for those of us non-natives too, it's exciting. Like for me, because I'm like, oh, cool. Like we're gonna get some better equipment in this town.
Oh no, yeah, especially I mean, it's always good to every couple of years to have something new and fresh, just for the community, just to get people excited, man. You know what I mean? And just have stuff to do. Have something to do. So it's
and it really, in my opinion, this is a great town. Like I know we kind of talked about how it's sort of gone downhill a little bit. Like it used to be like a retirement community where
and Hemet especially, especially Hemet. Yeah, the Hemet side used to be when I was growing up in the San Jacinto school district. Used to be like Hemet was like the uppity part, and San Jacinto was kind of the secondhand, dingy. But
yeah, that's where we come from.
Yeah, we come from San Jacinto, but it is what it is. But times change, people change, and the world changes. So
yeah.
Sometimes it goes downhill, but maybe in the next couple of years it go back up again. So
yeah,
it's always great, but I love it. I mean, like I said, people always tell me, "Oh, you're gonna move and stay over in Europe and live." I'm like, "Nah, man. I'm a res kid through and through. I'll die there." You know, I already got my house, got my family up there on the Silvis Flats and stuff. So it's always good.
So you mentioned Europe. You have traveled a few times to Europe, right?
Yeah, traveled a few times. I went after West Valley, got a full scholarship to Oregon State, played there for 4 years.
And your name was Sauce. I saw it on one of your
Yeah. Yeah, Sauce, man. Yeah, Josh Tarver, Roberto Nelson gave me the nickname Sauce, man. And everybody started calling me Sauce. It's just because I don't know if you watched And One Street Ball. Hot Sauce came down. Yeah, And One Street Ball was a show like in the early 2000s, like 2000, 2005. They kind of had like a reign, like NBA, street ball, do the tricks and stuff. And Hot Sauce was one of like the main guys.
Yeah.
And he would just come down the court and just do some saucy stuff with the ball. And that's what I did when we first stepped on Oregon State and we scrimmaged against the veterans, the older guys. And I came down the court just doing my thing. I like handling. I can handle the ball pretty well. So
yeah,
I'm a big guard. So yeah, it was just funny. They call me Sauce. Yeah. So I went to Oregon State and little fact too, Craig Robinson, my coach. Okay. That's Michelle Obama's brother.
No way.
So I met Barack, the president, while he was in office, all 4 years, and then my senior year we actually went to the White House. I mean, all 4 years we went to the White House.
Yeah.
But the last year we had Thanksgiving dinner at the spot. So
dude, that's so cool, man.
Yeah, man, it was awesome.
What an honor.
Yeah. So. It was cool to go to the White House, meet the president, just a kid from Soboba, man. You know, and basketball took me there. Yeah. So it's a good thing. And then 2013, I graduated, left, and then started my basketball career in Denmark. My first season, my first year there, it was great. Moved on the next year, went to Holland.
Yeah.
And then I did 2 years in France. And I stepped away from Europe and went to Asia, went to Japan. Then I came back to France for 2 years.
Yeah.
Then went to Finland. That's when like the COVID years and stuff. Took a year off. And then this past season I went back to France.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I met you on your year off because I moved back here in 2021 or 2022. Because that's when you hadn't moved to France yet.
I was here. Yeah, that's when we first met. Yeah, because cool. I was doing more stuff with the church because I could. Yeah. Since I was here for a whole year.
Yeah, I remember I invited you out for tacos. I was going to treat you, and then I didn't have any money, and you treated me instead.
Yeah, I bought it. I wasn't going to let you pay anyway. I wasn't going to let you pay anyways.
Thanks, man. Next time, I'll remember not to bring my wallet next time I invite you for tacos.
Yeah, man. That's all good.
You'll buy me tacos again.
Yeah, I'll buy you tacos again. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool. So yeah, you've gotten to travel all over the world, but would you still say this is your home? Would you say you feel?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah. This is my home always.
That's sweet, bro.
And that's the kind of a message I tried to tell like to the youth.
Yeah.
Especially like the kids on the res, Yeah, you're a res kid all through and through, it's going to be your home. Mm-hmm. But you can always leave. Yeah. Leave, go explore the world, go learn from it. Yeah, and then come back and tell everybody, what else is out there and what you can do, you know what I mean? And then bring what you learn out there back to the res and try to better it.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to do. I'm trying to get more Native American kids off the reservation. Not even in sports, but just to pursue something they love to do, and go off the res, and just try. You know, nothing more than you could do is just try and then come back. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm always gonna be away, doing this, playing basketball or going, vacation, whatever. Go to a job or whatever. But I'm always gonna be. My home is Soboba, so I'm always coming back.
That's sick,
it's always
bro.
here.
Yeah.
You know?
There was this saying I learned in Hawaii. One of my instructors and friends told me this. It's called malama ko piko. Mm-hmm. It means protect your belly button. Yeah. So like that's the literal meaning, but in Hawaiian. But the concept, and this is a native culture too. Very Hawaiian. Yeah. Very like family oriented. Very like living off the land. Yeah. Stewardship is really important to them, and the concept is protect your center, your source, like the place that gave you life. Yeah. You always got to protect that. Yeah. And I think that's so valuable because I feel like in this generation there's sort of this tendency to think like, well, I just want to rebel and revolt and get away, leave my parents, leave my family, and start it all over again and just make a whole series of new mistakes. Yeah. And I think it's good to make your own mistakes. Don't get me wrong. Like I've made my fair share. Yeah. But then there's also something to be said for like saying, hey, when you have like made it out of the place that you were or achieved something, don't turn your back on your source. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
And it's funny you say that because I do have a lot of friends in Hawaii or that are Pacific Islander man, it's just family oriented, man. It's the same as our culture too, as the natives, no matter what tribe or what clan you come from, you come from a a place where respect is given, and it's earned as well, but we respect our elders, we respect our land, our ways, we do that. And I think that's what the youth need to accept, and I think we as a people need to teach that.
Right, to perpetuate that.
Yeah, to teach that.
There's another beautiful saying, Uamau ke ea o ka'aina I kapono. You've heard that probably before. The life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. Okay. So it's like, if we can perpetuate righteousness, the land is going to perpetually stay alive. Yeah. But it's like if we don't maintain that culture, tradition, respect, it kind of everything just starts to crumble, right? Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that's cool. So what would you say for people who want to become the next Joe Burton? Like somebody who wants to become a baller?
I always say this. People, they always think they get a crack out of it when it's funny. I said people want to be me or be better than me. Yeah. I always tell they always like, oh, I want to be like you. Don't be me. Be better than me. Yeah, dude. But to be better than me, you got to be me first. Yeah. But be better than me. Yeah. So it's just like a little funny saying I say, but I would say just it's hard work, dedication, and sacrifice to get where I'm at. Right. And again, I will say this, I've had a support system. Like I said, my grandpa, my grandma, my mom, my aunt, uncles, they all played sports. Mm-hmm. So I grew up in a sport family. Right. Like I said, my grandpa was basketball coach, football coach, all that. I was always in a gym or on a field. Yeah. So it was normal for me to pick up a basketball or pick up a football, throw it, or a baseball or a bat, because it was just, that's what I knew. That's what was there in front of me. Yeah. And I had the support, like my mom taking me, picking me up from middle school or elementary school, doing my homework in the car, driving an hour and a half to practice Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Dang. Coming back at, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, sleeping in the car, getting out, sleeping in my bed, getting up, going to school. Practice again. So it's you need a support system, but and I understand I am one of the lucky ones to have this. Yeah. So I didn't waste it.
Right.
I mean, I understand there's a lot of single families,
parent
households and stuff. That's, my dad wasn't there for me.
Really?
But I had my grandpa, had my, basically Silvis Flats that raised me and helped me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's how it is. I mean, you got to sacrifice, sometimes it was just me and my gramps going to basketball tournaments, and while the other family goes to my little cousin's birthday or goes to vacation trip or something. So it's like you got to pick and choose. That's funny because I always,
that is hard.
But when I go to classrooms and speak, they're like, oh, I'm like, oh, you want to be a basketball player? You want to be a professional athlete? They're like, yeah. I was like, okay, let me ask you a question. If you had a basketball tournament Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but you can skip one day and go to Disneyland or go with your family to, who would go to basketball, who would go to Disneyland, and they're, oh, I'll go to Disneyland, or I'll go to, yeah, you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Sacrifice, man. And I think that's the difference between of making it and not.
Right.
So I just think you need to take a step back and look at your priorities and sacrificing what you need. You know what I mean?
Because there's a lot of people who say they want something, but if they're not making a concerted effort towards that, do they really want it? Right?
Yeah, you can say anything you want. You can lie to yourself too. Like, oh, I do want this. No, I want it.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't.
Yeah.
And there is some people that always, oh, okay, I want it. Oh, okay, I went to the gym. But did you work hard? Did you actually work on stuff that you needed to work on, your weaknesses and not your strengths, Right. So,
and that applies for school too, if you're in school.
Yeah, well, I don't know about now. You see the school systems now, they got the tablets and all that stuff. You don't gotta you got no writing, you don't gotta write or anything like that.
So they're just priming people to be even more weak.
Yeah.
Well, you got to find your weaknesses that the teachers aren't teaching you and get better at those.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a
tough place.
Trip because my wife's a substitute teacher, and she said, man, I was like, man, I don't know how you get work every day, because when I was back in the day, our teachers never took a day off.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
When we had a sub, when you see the TV in front of the classroom, when you walk in and you see a TV and you see someone other than your teacher sitting in that seat, we're like, oh, that's a day off, man. Yeah. But that was slim, man. We had probably 5 subs all year.
Yeah, so you had to make them count when you have them.
Yeah, man. They can count. Just don't get your name on the board.
Chair. Yeah.
Just don't get your name on the board.
Teacher comes back. He's like, hey.
Yeah.
Joe, what'd you do last week?
Yeah.
Daniel.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a goody-goody. I was a suck-up, so I never got in trouble.
Oh, man. I had my own desk.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody else had groups. I had my own desk. Jake, Caesar. They got me in trouble a lot. Those are my boys. Those are my guys. But, funny. Yeah.
Wow.
If they're watching.
So for basketball, yeah, maybe they will. Maybe they'll watch.
Yeah.
So for basketball, your advice is be dedicated, right?
Yeah, dedicated.
What about, because you also have other interests. Like one of them is your t-shirt business.
Yeah, my t-shirt business. Yep. Hunwut Clothing.
Which means bear.
Yeah, in Lisenio.
Lisenio.
Yeah. And yeah, man, it's just tough to get into when you're leaving the country for 10 months and coming back for 2. So
yeah.
But I started it and it's going well. I love it. I'm actually wearing a shirt right now. Indian string. Yeah, man.
That's
sweet. I should have brought you some shirts, but I'll give them to you on Sunday.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah. I have some shirts you made for me before, though. I wear them pretty
often.
Oh,
okay, cool. Yeah, the Hume Squad and all that.
The Bible Fellowship Church
Bible Fellowship Church one, yeah.
Yeah. But it'd be cool to have one like native style kind too.
Yeah, I'll get you. Yeah, what are you, a schmedium?
Yeah, I'm probably a schmedium.
Schmedium. Yeah, I don't know if we got native sizes, size? Man. No, we got native sizes, man. 2X's and up. Yeah. Yeah, we're big people. Yeah.
If I was native, I'd be like part Hopi or something.
Hopi, yeah. Yeah, Hopi. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, my ultimate goal is to start my nonprofit and to go around to Native American youth and go around to reservations and just like I said, not about sports, but just getting a higher education and just getting off the reservation to go see the world and then come back and, you know. But a lot of people they get a little iffy about that because they always say, oh, you should, you know, it's our ways, it's our land. We don't want to mix. But I'm like, you can love where you come from, and like it's crazy because when I was growing up, because I'm Native and I'm half Native, half Black.
Yeah.
So.
Why'd you lower your voice? Is it supposed to be a secret?
No. Yeah, if you guys didn't know. If you guys are listening on.
Yeah.
No, but just...
We're edgy. We're mixed race.
Yeah, so I wasn't Native enough because I don't have the braid. I don't have like the typical look. I got a beard and everything. I don't got the braid.
You look pretty Arab actually. Like you could fit in anywhere in the Middle East, bro.
That's what they always say. Like when I'm back in Europe, they always say, "Oh, you're Indian." Like, "Oh yeah, from India." I'm like, oh, no,
from
man.
India? No.
No, feather. I'm a feather. And but when I was growing up, I had, you know, cousins and all that stuff playing around.
Yeah.
But I wasn't Native enough for the natives, and I wasn't Black enough for the Blacks.
Right.
You know, so I couldn't fit in anywhere.
Yeah.
But every time I was with my mom. Every time they found out who my grandpa was, they're like, "Oh yeah, you're Native.
You're popular by proxy."
You're Bebop's grandson.
Yeah.
So.
That's funny, man.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But like I said, I know who I am.
Right.
I'm Native. That's all I've born and raised, you know. And it's it's how you're raised. I feel like that's where you come from. So.
Yeah. What advice would you have because we have an increasingly mixed race population here in the United States.
Yeah.
And I was also one of those kids that felt like not quite brown enough, not quite white enough, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's actually a more common phenomena than we might think.
Yeah.
But what advice would you have for those kids who kind of feel like they're sort of in between, that maybe they're not really maybe accepted in the way they wish they were, for just who they are, you know?
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I really didn't get it, but I know for a fact that I have been victim of that, but as a kid, you didn't know.
Yeah, when you're little,
really.
You don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would notice it when we'd be at you know, reunions with other Iranians. Mm-hmm. They would look at my brothers who were like light skinned, and they'd be like, "You don't look Persian."
Yeah.
You know? And that offended me because I was like, "Look, like this is my brother. He's half Persian. Like, don't be treating him just because he's lighter skinned that he's not like you guys."
Yeah, because a lot of the Native community, I mean, the Indian country, they know who I am through basketball. They know that I'm Native. They know I'm from Soboba, because that's what I rep all the time. Like every time I go overseas, it's like Soboba to the you know. And I wear Native clothes, like I wear the skin style shorts. I wear my shirts.
So you're repping your culture.
Yeah, I love my culture. That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Been born and raised in it, like on the reservation, you know, and like my son too. Like that's why I want to put him in more stuff around on the res, like, you know, do basketball on the res and do like the summer camp and stuff, just to be around his friends and his cousins and stuff, just so he doesn't go through what I went through.
Sure. Like
not fitting in.
Yeah.
But
let me play the devil's advocate here too, because in some ways, at least in my life, I feel like the not fitting in was actually the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
But that's the thing too. Yeah. Right? I will say it just opened my eyes more to the world, I guess, and also like easier for me to leave and then to come back. I think. Yeah. Also too.
Because when you fit in perfectly, you're like, well, why would I leave?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's also like, for me, I've noticed when I grew up not fitting in. So now as a grown up, when people are like, you don't fit, you know, what I expected of you, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. Know? I mean, That's
you're
how
not worried
society
about.
is. Yeah.
You're not worried about people accepting you. You're just like, hey, I know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be who I am.
Yeah, because I'm gonna raise them how I was raised as a native kid. Go outside and get dirty, man. Go fall on your knees, man, and go get in trouble a little bit. But these days are changed. You gotta
sanitize everything.
Yeah, man.
Wear a cushion strapped to your behind. Wear a helmet.
Yeah, man.
Elbow pads.
I don't even know what a helmet is. When I grew up on a bike, man. Yeah, but
that's funny.
But it's good stuff, man.
Yeah. So we covered your origin. We covered some of the things you've done. What would you say is your purpose?
My purpose, I think, is just to help the youth, man. I think just to spread kindness and just I help. I mean, again, it goes back to my grandpa, just seeing him like give, and just like asking for nothing in return, you know what I mean? And I think that's what he instilled in, I want to say all of us, really, just all my family. Like I always, like I give my time, I give just everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I mean, yeah, it's just, I think that's my purpose of just helping and giving.
Right.
And even my son too, like he sees me like, oh, why'd you give money to that guy? I was like, oh, because, man, you don't, like, you have a home, you have food, you have everything.
Yeah.
And he doesn't, or they don't, you know, they have a child that needs food. I'd go
give them some food.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Help out where you can.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I just do that.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. But no, other than that, I think that's my purpose, is just helping other people.
Yeah,
and
man.
just I don't know, man. My wife, she says, you gotta think about yourself too. I said, I do.
Sure.
But I get more joy helping other people.
Yeah.
You know.
There is that challenge though, right? It's like when you're a giving person, sometimes people try to take advantage of you, or finding that balance, right, between how much time do I spend out in the world trying to serve others, and how much time do I spend with the people that I love the most, my family, right? Yeah,
and that's the thing I've been doing well, is balancing, because 10 months out of the year, I'm playing basketball. Once this basketball season, it's nothing but basketball. I have to do basketball, focus on that.
Right.
But when I'm off season, it's family.
Okay.
Family here, but when they come over with me, it's basketball and family. It's I gotta juggle it.
Yeah.
You know. But when I come back home, my wife always says, when you're back home, you can't give up your time and all that stuff. Like, because kids always ask me, how much do you charge to train and all this stuff? So, but I do it. I still do it. But she's like, you gotta have time for yourself as well. So
that's true.
But then again, I always train myself on the court. So I always say, well, I'm training as well, so they can just come along at the same time. So it's kind of like she's like, well, that's your time too. But I'm like, it's okay. I've been doing this for 25 years, so it's cool. They can always come in. But I think that's the thing you have to do too, is juggle the time and have some time for myself and for the family and all that. So it's always good.
Yeah. I guess that's probably the biggest challenge of being a man, right? Like,
yeah, it's just responsibilities. And then with a wife, you got to choose the right door. So yeah. So
yeah. Well, I think you chose the right wife. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean,
first step accomplished.
Yeah, I met her I met her when she was a freshman in high school and I was a sophomore. Went to the same high school, West Valley. Yeah, so 2006, 2007. You got to ask her.
I think I graduated 2010.
Yeah, because I'm 32. I graduated 2009. Yeah, so 2006. Well, because it was 2005, 2006 season. So 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
So like December of 2006, we met.
Yeah.
Because it was basketball season at that time.
Would you say having her in your life was like critical to helping you accomplish your goals as well?
Yeah, because I probably wouldn't have. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
because like not many. I don't think the average American woman's okay with like, hey, we're gonna live in the States half the time and another country half the time, right?
Yeah,
and
I mean,
eat weird food and
no, but she loves it. She likes to travel.
Yeah,
yeah, she likes to travel.
She was compatible for an international career.
Yeah, I mean, even, but I think I kind of prepped her for it because when I was in high school, I played for Compton Magic, the travel team, and we've been traveling in the States, so she was always going with my family and going to tournaments and stuff. And even when I was in college, we were traveling from state to state to go play. She would travel.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think she kind of knew the lifestyle.
Right, of an athlete spouse.
Yeah, because she played basketball as well in high school.
So she knew.
Yeah, she knew the life of an athlete.
How it looked.
Yeah, so it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think when she first came out to Europe, to France was her first country, she was like, "Oh, I'm hooked." Like, it was nice, you know. Yeah, it was really good. Roanne, France was the first country that they came out to.
Wow. I
mean, France was the first country. The first city was Roanne.
Sure.
Yeah.
What was y'all's favorite thing about France?
I think just like it's I mean, all of Europe is like, the transportation is just so simple, man. The metro, the trains, like everything is just like, it goes to one hub.
Yep. Public transportation is efficient there.
Yeah, man. I think that's what we need, but I think we're just too
sprawled out.
Big. Yeah, we're too big of a country to have that, because we don't have like one hub of because like Paris, everything goes to Paris.
Yeah.
Like in Holland, everything goes to Amsterdam. All the trains go to Amsterdam.
And it's built. Paris is literally built in concentric circles, like DC.
Yeah.
Is Amsterdam that way? I've never been to Amsterdam.
Yeah, Holland's like that. Yes, and they got Amsterdam, Rotterdam. Yeah, because they have the airport flying to Amsterdam, and the train station is right under. You just go down.
Dude, that's nice.
And then you take the train and go
home.
Straight to where you were.
Yeah.
Straight you are. Yep.
Like LAX, you have to like.
Yeah. So what I was
schedule someone to pick you up.
Yeah. So what I was thinking, man, I think they should, if they want to do train. I mean, we got the the Amtrak or whatever it is, but they only go to certain parts, like they, you know. But yeah, we need to get better with that. But
yeah, maybe we will.
Hopefully, man. In the future, man. We'll see.
Yeah. Keep praying, keep working.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but yeah, all in all, I think my purpose is helping people.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Well, I'm excited to see how you continue to develop as a person and as a professional, and just helping people, you know.
Yeah. I mean, everybody always, oh, you're a professional athlete, but there's other people that do stuff too, like yourself with this podcast, man.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, I think this is the second podcast that I've been a part of.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome back anytime.
Oh man, yeah. If you want to,
yeah.
I like to come back, man.
Yeah, dude, it's fun.
It's awesome.
But I'm sorry I cut you off. What were you gonna say before that?
Oh no, I was gonna say the first podcast was a basketball podcast that I did, and they were just starting out, and stuff like that. Hoops Around the World, I think, was the podcast, and
that's cool.
It was cool. We did like an hour and a half just talking about basketball and stuff. That was just straight basketball about my career and stuff like that. But this one's good as well.
Yeah, man.
There's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Well, last question I have for you before we finish here. What role would you say God had in all of this?
Without him, I don't think this wouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
Just my talent, my skill, and just like I said, it goes back to my grandpa, and just he put those ways in us, and then we just followed. I watched him, how he operated and how he treated people and how he was treated in the community, and so I think that's just I mean God did a lot for me.
That's cool, man.
Because I think without him, I wouldn't have made it as far as I've had now.
For sure.
So everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
It's God's will, so.
Yeah. It reminds me of that proverb, a righteous man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Yeah,
and that's a good one, because in our culture, in our native culture, what you do now affects 7 generations, 3 before you and 3 after you.
Wow.
What you do. And that's where Nike N7 came from, for the 7 generations, yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's what we believe in.
Yeah.
So.
It's like your ancestors up in heaven are like, face palm.
Yeah.
Stupid. Or like when you do something good, they're like, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, like my grandpa is 1 generation and my mom another one. And it affected me. So whatever my grandpa did affected me. And then whatever I do affects him as well, but also my son. And then his kids and his kids.
Gotcha. So that's where the 7 comes from.
Yeah. So 7. Yeah. 3 before, 3 after you. That's the 6th, and I'm the 7th. I'm the one that makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful way of looking at things.
That's how I look at life too, man. What you do now. So it is what it is, but that's what I go by.
Yeah. It's a good way to go.
Yeah, man.
So what you do now affects the future, guys. Don't forget that.
Yep. And what you do now, it affects your future.
Yeah. Well, this has been another episode of the OJ Podcast. Thank you so much, Joe.
Yeah, man. It was great. Fun.
Yeah, that was sweet. All right.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
That was great. Yeah. That's a cut.